All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you're all still listening. I mean, if you're not, doesn't matter. We're still gonna keep talking.
Shady.
Yeah, exactly.
Get him.
And also, you can just look at these on the WSR YouTube page if anything. So, let's go right to the last segment. Now, this is the segment I used to do actually, best and worst of the week, because I'm tend to run out of ideas and stuff like this. There's no pay-per-view like this week or anything. So, let's just talk about some of the news that happened and went around. First thing, the huge markout moment on Raw, obviously, is Anderson and Gallows debuting. So there's the whole possibility of a Bullet Club reunion. Finn Balor might be called up. AJ Styles might join, and that would create a full-fledged Bullet Club. I don't think the Young Bucks or Kenny Omega are going to be here, but that's a little stretch. But definitely going to be a lot of good things happening out of their debut.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I was really excited for this. I don't know what can happen. Payback's soon. Payback's is it this Sunday or next Sunday?
No, it's not. It's not this Sunday or next Sunday.
Oh,
it's like at the end. I think it's like April 29th.
Okay,
So
20.
One of those April days.
So honestly, things can build up from here till then. Like honestly, I can't wait to see what WWE's gonna do with them. I hope they don't drop the ball with them. I hope they don't get sidetracked.
These are international superstars.
International
in the wrestling
superstars.
world. Exactly.
And I feel like WWE is on this indie wave, and based on what they've been doing so far, they've been good with these stars so far, like AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, the revamp of Cesaro, Sami Zayn. All these guys are actually doing really good. Seth Rollins, he's away right now, but
rehabbing. He'll come back soon.
Hopefully. And of course Ambrose.
Yeah.
So honestly, I expect nothing but greatness from these two great athletes. Hoping that they actually, I want them to feud with the Dudleys. I want them to see what's gonna happen. I feel like they're gonna interfere in every tag match now.
They might, yeah. Now, one thing that I got from when they came was the tag team division is gonna be fortified now, because you have now obviously they're a lot different from the Vaudevillains. These guys are like rough and rugged, and you have the Vaudevillains. Their style is kind of rugged too, but like the whole gimmick with the old school vaudeville theater.
Yeah.
But you have those guys. You have Enzo and Cass. The Usos are still there. New Day is still there. So, I mean, the tag team division is looking really good.
It's looking really diverse. First time in a long time, honestly.
Yeah, because it was, for like the past 2 years, there'd be like the same 3 or 4 tag teams going up against each other.
That were thrown together.
It'd be New Day, Lucha Dragons, and Los Matadores or whoever.
Like it would you guys have we have what's in there, R-Truth and Goldust, and that's just thrown together. Like they've been doing that for like many years. So now they're actually establishing great tag teams. So
exactly.
Can't wait.
And so that just goes into the tag team tournament. Now, what are your thoughts on the tag team tournament? Because I know mine's a little different.
So I honestly, the tag team tournament is actually good. It's going to establish a lot of tag teams. Sorry for the teams that lost so far, but the way like we were just talking about this new theme of tag teams in WWE, what a great way to showcase them by having this tournament, and it kind of gives like it's a new breath of fresh air for the division.
It's a new day. Yes,
it's a new day. It's a new day, and honestly, I hope that Enzo and Cass walk out as new tag team champions.
Definitely. Or someone.
They're great.
I mean, I know the Usos in the ring are pretty good, but I mean, they've
had their shot.
Yeah, exactly. The Dudleys, that would kind of be a slap in the face to the younger talent. And the Dudleys are also probably willing to let the other teams get over, so I feel like that's gonna happen. So either Enzo and Cass, or I'm happy with the New Day retaining. Although not really. Let me stop. I love the New Day, but yeah, they've had it for a long time. But I also be pretty happy with the Vaudevillains. But I feel like Enzo and Cass are hotter right now, so they should probably win those tag titles.
New Day versus Enzo and Cass would be great.
That'd be fun. Like the match would be great, and also the promos between those two.
Don't even. Oh man.
Do you know the booty jokes that Enzo and Cass are gonna make? Oh my god. It's gonna be great.
Soft.
How you doing?
Doing? Biggest guys in the room. How you doing?
Love that. So now we're gonna go on a little darker note here. The injury bug has hit the WWE for the past couple of years. Might have something to do with the schedule that they have. I don't know. But first one we're gonna talk about is actually we're gonna flip flop these. The possible Kalisto injury that happened on Raw. Now I haven't really gotten word. That's like an insider. But like I look at some news articles. I haven't really found out whether he's actually injured or not, or if that was like some kind of angle that they had on Raw, like some kind of segment to make it seem like the Dudley Boys just squashed them in the match. But it didn't look like that to me, because it just seemed too awkward for it to be like part of the match, honestly. So I feel like he's legitimately injured, and that's bad for the Lucha Dragons, of course. And they might have to strip him of the U.S. title. So Who knows?
That's bad. I mean, I don't know. I hope that if that does happen, I mean, I'm not even gonna be crazy when I say this, but it'd actually be great to see Kalisto come back as a heel.
That can't happen.
You don't think that can happen?
It's because of his style.
You're
High
right.
flyers can't be.
That's. I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah, they could
It
try,
would
but
be
it's not
kind of
gonna
cool.
work because high flyers, their moves appeal to the fans, and the fans are gonna like them no matter what, whether they're heel or not.
You're right.
So
Unless he takes off his mask and becomes a new person, or aligns himself with the new with Primo Epico that are coming back.
yeah. Oh, I actually forgot to mention that here, but well, I guess we'll save. Actually, first we're gonna talk about the Bray Wyatt injury.
Okay.
As Seth Rollins last year was on a tour. I forgot where it was, and he suffered a really bad ACL injury. And there's a video of it. It was pretty gruesome, and he basically had to be out for 9 months. He's still out actually. So hopefully he's rehabbing. Hopefully he'll come back soon because, if he comes
culture
back,
needs him.
exactly. And him coming back would definitely help the roster. And I'm not gonna say there's a void because AJ Styles is debuting, so it wouldn't be a void as much. But if he comes back, it will definitely help. And now we're gonna talk about another injury that happened on a tour. I think actually it was a European tour that happened. So now WWE is on a European tour now because next week Raw is gonna be in London. So Bray Wyatt had a match and he has a calf injury. Apparently it's a pretty bad one. Now I don't know how long it's gonna be, but that is just gonna basically, it's gonna make the Wyatt family crumble. Because Luke Harper's already hurt, and Braun Strowman isn't good. That's just
he's not. He's not. He's a big for nothing.
Yeah, and the Wyatt family is already being booked terribly, and now that Bray Wyatt, their leaders, are injured, there's no point in having them together. Strowman and Rowan. I mean, where's the excitement?
They'd probably have to get a new member.
Yeah,
it'd be
which they should have done.
Roman Wyatt. Imagine. Nah.
I actually heard some rumors of a female member, which would have been cool.
I remember hearing those, and nothing ever came out of it.
Exactly.
That would have been great, though.
Yeah. So, it's injury news there. Now we're gonna talk about Cesaro's new gimmick. It's not that new, as in like his music is still the same, but his look is just so much different. And I feel like WWE actually got inspired by some of the internet fans because on Facebook and on these websites they actually came up with like what would be perfect for him. His gimmick is now based off of, from what I assume, James Bond a little bit. Because he wears a full suit when he comes out, takes it off. He has glasses and like an earpiece, although I don't know why that would make sense because we'd be talking to him.
Just for props. That's WWE humor for you.
Yeah, true. And also when he comes out, that little video thing on the bottom has like the barrel of the gun thing from James Bond in the movies, like behind him. So that's pretty cool. So I like the gimmick personally. It fits Cesaro really well.
Yeah.
He still doesn't really have to do a whole lot of talking. Because that's probably one of his weakest links. He's charismatic, but he's not like a energetic rock type or Enzo and Cass type talker. So
yeah, he's billed as the professional now. Is that?
I think so.
Yeah,
the professional. That actually does make sense.
The professional Cesaro.
So I like that. That will definitely help him.
It's a good look. It's a good look. I feel like he needed a little bit of something. So
yeah, and that was definitely because before he was just
just a little bit of something though, because he's like that. I don't want that to take away from his actual talent in the ring,
Oh, his talent is amazing.
Yeah, like I feel like he's one of those people that doesn't need a cheesy gimmick to succeed.
I mean, his gimmick really isn't that cheesy, but it fits him. So
yeah, so that's why I'm happy they gave him like a smidge of a gimmick.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a great balance. It looks great. It's natural. So nothing but great hope for Cesaro.
Definitely. Now unfortunately he's probably never gonna win the WWE title. Let's be honest, because he's not really that. I mean, Roman Reigns isn't either, but because he has like the look, I guess. But because Cesaro's not like a super, energetic, charismatic guy, and Roman isn't either, so they're probably just not going to give him the title. But you know what? There's been plenty of great WWE superstars who never won a WWE title. Mr. Perfect.
The list goes on.
Yeah. So there we go. So I feel like he'll be IC champion. Maybe not at Payback, but maybe at Extreme Rules after that. So we'll definitely see where that goes. And you actually mentioned Primo and Epico. Explain to us what exactly.
So lately they've been having vignettes about two characters. They're from Puerto Rico. They're promoting Puerto Rican lifestyle, Boricuas, and they're basically on a beach promoting where they're from. And it's none other than Primo and Epico back at it again with another gimmick, gimmick. So
if you're not familiar, they were the Los Matadors before,
yes,
and they were off TV for a long time, and now they're back as I guess themselves. Or was it Primo and Epico or was it Diego? I don't know.
it was Primo and Epico.
Yeah, it was one of them.
Yeah.
So
I mean, honestly, the only thing I can really elaborate on this is that at first I thought one of them was Carlito because I heard that Carlito was supposed to come back.
I think Carlito actually has some burned bridges with the WWE, so I don't think he's
Oh,
back.
okay.
He might. I don't know. That's what I heard, but
Because I was like, wow, because like this, like I feel like now there's just two Carlitos. It's like they have the
Yeah.
same thing where they're walking on the beach.
with the Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be. I'm always a stickler for fresh, and I'm happy that they changed their gimmick. I wasn't really.
Los Matadors is actually a little bit racist, though.
Yeah, it was.
Because they're Puerto Rican, but they were bullfighters. Like, because they're Hispanic. Like,
yeah.
You won't see bullfighters in Puerto Rico. So.
Yeah, like, I really thought it was a really cheesy '80s gimmick to me.
Oh yeah,
So
80s, early
and
90s.
racist, and it's just terrible. It was really terrible,
Yeah,
and a lot of people really bought it. A lot of people really loved it, and
I mean, they love the El Torito.
Yeah, I hated it. I hated him. It was really just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Made the product look really childish.
Yeah.
Even though I know that's their demographic, but
Exactly. Although it shouldn't be, because most of the people that go to the shows aren't children.
Thank you.
That's why.
Thank you.
Exactly. Most of the people that go to these shows are not children.
Yep.
There are children in the stands, but there were children in stands on Raw during the Attitude Era too. So I mean, what's the difference?
Exactly.
The demographics have not changed. And when they appeal to the, I'm not saying go extra like have boobs everywhere and have nothing but blood. You don't have to do that, of course, but have a little bit of edge to it. You know what I mean? And they have, like, whenever Paul Heyman cuts promos and Brock Lesnar, they tend to do that.
I'll say this though, but I feel like I also feel like TV as a whole is changing, and sort of I'll mirror this back to how like the Attitude Era came. Basically, TV changed because it's trash TV. People wanted Jerry Springer. People wanted all these crazy shows. That's why the WWE became the Attitude Era. So I feel like now with like shows like The Walking Dead and all these other shows that maybe WWE would get influenced to edge up their product a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's been showing with recent shows and past year.
And another issue with that is the WWE is now a publicly traded company in a stock market. You have to remember that. So they want to appeal to stockholders more than they want to appeal to fans because that's where they make the most money. So there's that issue, of course. But you know what? The wrestling is starting to get really, really good. The promos are really good. You don't really need a whole lot of violence. Just some blood now and then in important matches. Not all of them, of course, but that might help the product a little bit. So, looks like that's it for our show. Thank you all for listening. Paris, it was great having you here.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be able to come back next week or week after maybe, depending on your schedule, whatever. You should be free, right?
I should be free.
All right. So we'll be back next week with some great wrestling discussion. Raw next week is going to be in London, which, the European tours are always fun. Now you won't really get the USA chance anymore, and the League of Nations come out, although that never happens because they're too boring. But yeah. So with all the debuts happening, with all the revamped gimmicks, it's looking to be a pretty exciting couple of months. Oh, that's me being optimistic, but pretty exciting couple of months of the WWE. So hope you guys all enjoyed. Check out some of the segments on the WISR YouTube channel, and thank you all for listening.
Paris Haven. Check out the Midday Mess on Thursdays at 5 o'clock and the Trifecta Live on Tuesdays at 4 o'clock.
So there you go. Just get your plug in there.
Thank you.
All right. So I was Paris Haven. I'm Bobby Baez, which I guess makes me one of the voices of Iona College, of professional wrestling at Iona College, and we will all see you next Friday. And that's the bottom line, because I said so.